Well, hello once again, farming friends. Welcome back to another edition of Farming Simulator 2015 with me, your old buddy, Mistermoose. So we're back on Manchester, and we're picking up where we left off yesterday. We sold off the oranges, cleared off this area, put in a greenhouse, and I said I might make some more adjustments, and guess what? I did. So what have I done? I've gone into the Giants editor. All this grass over here, this whole area has been adjusted all the way up to the white picket fence here, or white fence. It's not really picket fence, but anyways, all the way up to there. We come around here. This back in here has been adjusted quite a bit as well to get rid of the grass back in this area, so we can enlarge this. This greenhouse or warehouse is probably going to go away. Because I've got some different plans now for this area. Then we come back around here, and this area back here has been fixed as well, so I can take out all the grass back here, all the way back behind that red barn. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the greenhouses, or not the greenhouses, but the warehouses back here. Unfortunately, because I'm doing different fruits, the oranges and the strawberries can go in this one, but the lettuce has to go in its own, and then tomatoes have to go in their own greenhouse as well. So I'm not going to be able to put them all into one or even two. I've got to put them into three, so I needed more storage. So that's what we're going to do back here in the back. And then over here next to the beef facility, I have cleaned out this area here. You'll notice I put some bushes and some flowers, making like a little box here. That's where our manure heap is going to go in. But again, I can't do any of this until we get into the next day cycle. So that stuff is on hold until we get into the next day, which will be our harvest day as well. So, all right. So with that said, that's what I've sort of been doing. I did go ahead and, as I suspected, or as I thought I recalled, the Rosenthaler berries and fruit has been updated, so it doesn't require spring water anymore, so I did go ahead and download that. I have that now, and so when I get ready to put the strawberry greenhouses in, I will have those available to me. So, alright, first thing we got to do, we got to jump in the case bad boy here and head over to the main farm with the pallet forks. I have a little problem over on the main farm that I need to adjust and get fixed. Otherwise, we're not going to get any more wool production. Because if you look in the glance window, you'll see that wool is at 100% production. And it's sort of stuck there. And not doing anything. And it's been that way for a little bit of time. I just figured it out, and I know why the problem is, so I've got to head over there with this so we can move one wool pallet around, because apparently when we were doing our loadout the other day, I must have bumped the pallet that was on the actual production pallet, and it's askew just a tiny bit, and that's messed it up. So it didn't offload, so we're going to have to take it off in order to get the wool production to continue. So that's where we're headed now. We'll do that. Once that's done, we'll take a look at the fields, and then we'll go from there. Probably going to do a little slurry sell today. We do have a high demand for slurry right now. If we have time, we might get into some oranges, but that's about where we're at today. All right, so it is Friday. I'm recording this late in the afternoon, because I've actually was gonna record this earlier and ran into some issues, didn't get it recorded. Will I live stream tonight? I might not. I'm not sure. It's possible. But I'm not sure. It just depends. There's a couple of things going on that might prevent me from live streaming tonight. So I decided I would go ahead and do a video anyways, and then if I can live stream, I will live stream. But it's not 100% certain that I can. And of course, you know, I want to get things done while I can get things done because my internet is stupid. Alright, I need to back up just a little bit and raise that up. So you see it's just off a little bit and not squared up, and because of that, it's... What is going on? Now look, I hit that perfectly. And it's not letting me pull it off. Come back just a little bit. Come down. And let me pick it up. Or don't. Come on, stupid. Did I get it? Nope. I'm picking the tractor up. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Nothing I can do here. Stupid, stupid, stupid stuff. Gotta love it. See if I can force this thing off of here somehow. Come on. Drag off of there. I see it turning a little bit. Can't really see what's going on now. It's stuck off of there. It won't come off, but yet it won't move either. Stupid. Oh, the fun I get to deal with this game. Alright, well, I'll try one more little thing here. Let's try and hook one side of it. And see if we can get it to drag off to one side. Come on. Nope, it won't do anything. It's just... Ah, there we go. Finally. Yeah, that's realistic right there, you know? It's off. That's all that matters. Nice. Alright, so now we can take that and put it somewhere. And that should get the wool production cycle restarted. There we go. Alright, so rather than set it in here and set it on a pallet, one of the little pallet rungs there, I'm just going to set it right here in the front, out of the way, until I do my next collection cycle. So just putting it right here should be alright. Yeah, this should be good right here. And we'll just set it right here for now. I'm afraid that if I put it up on the little mat there, that it might trigger some sort of fullness. The system might detect that it's full, and I wouldn't be able to get any more production out of it. So that's my theory behind that anyways. Alright, so we are done there. Let's ride back here to our fields. We'll take a look at them while we're over here and see what our situation is with that as we're on a new day cycle. And I've sort of already looked at these, so I know where they're at. But so you guys who are keeping up at home know what's happening. Somehow I got them really, really moist, and I don't know how. This field is 74%, and the numbers on it a little bit off. I'm gonna have to come in here probably at harvest time and put a little something on them to get the nitrogen level up. So we may put another spray of NPK on them right before harvest. It just depends. We'll look at it. This one is really moist, 87, 86, 5 and 4. The numbers don't look bad on that. And again, this is all going to be chaff, so I'm not too worried about it. The yield on it's going to be pretty good. The one thing, again, I alluded to this last week, right before I stopped recording. I had gone through the soil mod numbers and really combed through them to get some in-depth information. And the tolerances on everything are much wider than I had thought they were reading the basic information that you get with soil mod. There's just not a lot of literature out there on it. So diving into the code and into the numbers, it looks like the tolerance are a bit wider. So while it says 56% is optimal value, even up in the low 60s, you're not going to get into any kind of real issue with it. So, yeah. So, running through this one, pH looks good. The moisture content's up there a little bit, but nutrients are pretty close. So, we'll be okay with this as well. And plenty of weed preventative. Alright, and then we can head on back to the other farm, and we'll see what that last field looks like. See if there's any spraying that we need to do. But right now, it's looking pretty good. It's looking like we can get away without doing it. So, let's see. So what's happening? Reading through some of you guys' comments before I started the video. Some questions about mods. As far as the all the Rosenthaler stuff, someone asked me if I would send them all the Rosenthaler stuff. No, but you're welcome to go through the mods list. They're all listed there for you. Easier thing for you to do would be to go to Mod Hosters, and in the search bar just type in ROS, and it will bring up all the mods that Rosenthaler has out, and you can just get them there. So, just, alright. Let's see. This field looking pretty good. Numbers wise, the moisture is right on the spot, but if we lose 12% tonight, it'll be a little bit low. We can always water that right before the, we can always do that right before the, harvest tomorrow. So I think we're good to go. I think we'll just leave everything as is, no spraying needed, and we'll go park this guy. But anyways, the mods list is there with all the mods listed that I use, and like I said, there's a couple of them that may not be on there, but for the most part they're there, so just download them. And that brings me to another thing. Oh, I don't know what it is, but lately I've got a lot of people who send me notes that say, hey, send me this file. Will you give me this file? Will you tell, you know, and it's not, will you tell me where to get it? It's, send me this file. Not going to do it. Not hosting files for people to download. That's not who I am. And if it's not out there publicly somewhere for you to get, then maybe it's not meant for you to have. But the things that I have should be all out there publicly on a website, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 files that I have that somebody's given me privately, and even those I don't use in public videos, so you shouldn't even know about them if they're not publicly out there. So anything that's out there or anything that I'm using, it should be out there publicly for you to get. So you know, don't send me emails asking me to send you a file, because I'm not going to be sending it to you. Just being honest with you on that one. So that looks almost done. Let's go check. Because, I mean, it would stop if it was done, but it's darn near close. Go look at our numbers on it. Doop doop doodle doo doo. And I don't mean to be an ass about that stuff as far as if I come across as being mean or something else like that. 95%. So just about done. But yeah, I mean, I've been over backwards to you know, take the time to make a mods list. Check out the mods list. It's on there, most likely. I mean, most people won't even do that for you. Some of the bigger YouTubers out there wouldn't dare take the time to make you a mods list, you know, and they won't even answer your emails. So, you know, I'm trying to do my best to help you guys out and share the information I have, but I can, you know, hosting files and sending people files, that's just not gonna happen. Alright, I guess I should turn this thing off real quick. Alright, so that is 95% done, so next time I come back to it, it should be done. So we're going to jump into the store. We have a high demand for slurry, and we've got plenty of slurry, so we are going to haul some stuff over there, but we've got to get a slurry tanker. Now, if you're playing Manchester, I had to do a little looking into this, because I have made the mistake previously of purchasing a slurry tank to haul slurry over to the slurry pit to sell it off. You can't do that. You cannot use the vanilla slurry tank. If you use this Garrett, it's not going to work. It's just not going to happen. You're going to get over there, and because this is an overloader, it's not going to let you sell it. You have to have something that is tippable or triggerable. So that means we're going into the mods, and we're going to go into slurry tanks there, and we're going to buy one of these universals and use it, because that's the only way you're going to be able to do it. So we're going to buy a universal, and I'm going to get it in black, and I am going to have that delivered to the farm. Ask me how I know this. I tried to do it one time and got over there and spent an hour trying to back slurry into the slurry pit and couldn't get it done, and ended up getting disgusted and just backed the entire slurry tank into the slurry pit, which there'll be a picture for you to see that. And yeah, it just irritated me to all end. And then, of course, with the Peterbilt, what I figured out with the Peterbilt is the Peterbilt won't trigger the gates. It's the trailer that's on the back of the Peterbilt that's actually triggering the gates for me to go through. So when I got mad and I dropped when I got mad and dropped the trailer into the slurry pit, couldn't get out of there with the Peterbilt because well, there wasn't a way to trigger the gate, and I couldn't get through the gate. Alright, so we are going to back up to this thing now that I've overshot it completely, thinking it was still at the shop, not paying attention to what I'm doing. So we'll back up to this guy here. Ooh, off just a little bit. And get that there, hit that button there, and we'll head over here to the cattle, to our dairy pen, and we will fill this thing up with slurry, and we'll head over to the slurry pit and sell it off and make a little bit of money. Speaking of sales, yesterday in the video I mentioned that I wasn't seeing the little green numbers up at the top, and several of you guys responded back that you're actually seeing them. So I went back into a video and I watched where I sold off the wool, and in fact, when I did, I did in fact see that when I sold the wool off, that I saw the green numbers. So then I went back into North Brabant, which is the last time I used that VRT trigger, and checked it out, and it's when I use that trigger that I don't see the green numbers. So that's what it was. So now I know. I don't see the sales numbers when I use the trigger sell point, but I do see those when I'm using the in-game sales points. So good to know. Good to know. Alright, so we fill up here with our slurry, and as soon as it's topped off, we will head over to the slurry sales point, and hopefully this will work this time, because while I can tell you that you cannot use the regular vanilla trailer to do this, I have not tried this particular trailer, but I am going to assume that I can use this particular trailer because it is tippable, and it should work. Yeah, when I tried that and had the problems, I ended up going to American Eagle's website and doing some reading on there to see what exactly I was doing wrong. And and it's just so nonchalant in there. Oh yeah, the slurry sell point, it doesn't work with the in-game slurry tanker. You can't use that. You have to use something that's modded. Really? It's things like that that ought to be in like the descriptions of the map, little things like that in the readme file. Take the time to write up a readme that says, hey, welcome to my map, this is the things that you ought to know about this particular map. By the way, the slurry sales point won't work with the in-game trailer. You've got to get a modded one such as this. Help a brother out there. Just don't leave me beating my head up against the wall not knowing why. And then what I really love is when you go to, their forums and you say something on the forums about, hey, by the way, I can't get this to work. Why? Oh, well, you're an idiot. It's just simple. You just can't use the in-game one. Well, oh, so I was just supposed to know that. Oh, okay. I don't know. Maybe I expect too much from people. Here's what it is. Alright, so I'm in one of those moods today, right? Alright, headed down here. I mean, it's your map. You take a little bit of responsibility for it. Once you put it out public, I mean, if you're doing a map for yourself and you're the only one that's going to play it, I get it. There's no reason to worry about all that stuff. Somebody stole it and they put it out there, and la la la. Then it's not your responsibility to put that information out there. But if you're gonna do a map and put it out there for the public to use, take the time to put a little detail into it. Alright, come on. There's a trigger point. Yay! We're selling it. Of course, it's pouring out into the street and not into the actual pit. That's beautiful. Hey, 40,000 liters of liquid manure is just streaming out onto the asphalt. Note to self: pull in the other direction next time. Ooh, this is gonna take a while to offload, isn't it? So what else is happening? So have you guys heard about cattle and crops, or crops and cattle? Which one is it? Cattle and Crops, I think, is the name of it. So Farm Sim's going to get a little competition in 2016, it looks like. There is a new extreme simulator coming out called Cattle and Crops. And it looks pretty interesting. Their whole thing is it's going to be a true simulation of farming, or at least that's what they lead you to believe. Weather is a factor, soil prep is a factor in your growth stage. So it looks like it looks like it has the potential to be the soil mod on steroids. So I'm kind of excited about that. people who don't like soul mod in this game, I don't think are going to enjoy that. But I'm certainly looking forward to it. Why is my cursor... Oh, somehow I hit course play up. Alright. Alright, well that is done. And we can get out of here. So we got a little money off of that, I guess. Gate's not opening for me. Alright. I really didn't pay attention. Did I get money for that? It looks like I'm stuck at the same amount of money as I had the last time. Well, we'll make another run. Well, I bought a trailer. Never mind. Duh. I'm a duh. Yeah, maybe you need to take in the fact that you just spent money on a trailer, and then maybe you recoup that cost. I should probably actually pay a little bit more attention to when I do things like that, so I actually can see what kind of money I'm making when I'm doing it. And I might have even had little green numbers up there and just completely missed them because I was looking at something else. Alright, so back to the farm we go, and we'll fill up again and make another offload. But yeah, watch the, if you look cattle and crop, I think it's cattleandcrops.com, and, excuse me one second. Oh, a little tickle in my throat. Had to get rid of that. But yeah, go check out their website. They got a little video on there that shows little details about it. And really not much information on the whole agricultural side of it yet. It's more... They seem to want to be talking all about the, trees and lighting and shading and all that good stuff. Which is nothing I care about. I care about the farming side of it. The game can look fabulous, but if the gameplay sucks, who cares? So, tell me about the gameplay. Tell me what I'm going to expect from the gameplay right off the bat. Hook me, and then you can tell me about the glorious trees and the beautiful lighting effects and all that other stuff. I'm more interested to see, is it going to be like Farm Sim where you back a truck up, hit a button and you hook up, or is it going to be where like the hitch mod where you get out and you've actually got to hit a button for these hoses and, connect all the hoses and hook up the hitch and all that good stuff, That's the kind of information I want to know. What are the variables that are going to be involved in the farming? Is it going to be... I know weather plays a part from what I've seen, but, is it going to be like soil pH? Is that going to be in there? Fertilization? Are you going to have different forms of fertilization? Pesticides? Are you going to have... like this one has weed control, but you still, there's no pesticides in this game. So, you got to have some sort of pesticide. You're going to have the option to do organic farming or just all chemical farming, or give me some details. Give me some stuff, which I understand it's pre-alpha. And they're just, basically putting it out there to, hey, we're building a game. But, I kind of want to know more about it. But yeah, check it out. See what's out there. What you learn what you can about it. I think they're just getting the info out there on it. Like, only one update video so far. But, it does seem interesting. I want to see more about it, though. Alright, so headed back with another 3,000 liras, and we'll see how much money we make off of this. What else is happening? Ooh, I just yawned. Sorry about that. Um, Let me think what else was up in there. Oh, somebody, and I apologize for not knowing your name because I don't have another computer sitting next to me so I can look at the comments and emails. Somebody got a new G27 and wanted to know if you could use a joystick with it yesterday, and we talked about how you can, but also asked me about walking. I don't use the steering wheel for walking. It doesn't work that way. I don't even want to try to. So I just use my gamepad for walking, but you can use the keyboard as well. If you can keep your keyboard close to you so you can use the WASD and your mouse, you can walk that way. But I keep my gamepad just right next to me, and then if I get out to walk, I use it to get out of the vehicle. And then I hate this thing's not triggering those doors. Alright, so we'll pull in here, get up close to this thing this time. I'm going to pull it up so that it actually spits out to the proper side this time. So it looks a little bit more realistic. Alright, so we'll back in this time. Come on. Oh, yeah. Now offload it. Oh. Where'd the trigger go? Did I not hit the trigger? Oh, there it is. The trigger should be way deeper than that. Alright, well. I missed it a little bit. We can always pull forward and see if we can hit it. Nope, it shuts off right as I get ready to put it in there. Oh well. So see, the numbers are going up. We were at 48, so they're clicking away. So we're making a little money. There's nowhere on my PDA that shows me Slurry. So I can't really tell what I'm looking at here. I got total mixed rations, soybean, oats, wood chips. No Slurry on here, so I don't see the sell price on that. Even if I come over here and go down, it gives me those lists. Silage is on there, but no Slurry. So, but we're getting our money. That's all that matters. I mean, that's 12 grand right there already. So the income is coming in. All right. And we've got plenty of manure, or liquid manure that is, to sell off if we go to the animals here and look at cows. I think I have 425,000 liters of liquid manure, so yeah, we got plenty of it to sell off. Alright, so that got us close to 20k on that load. Alright, see if we can get up here and trigger this door again. Come on. Thank you very much. Alright, back to the farm we go, and we'll do this a couple more times. Make a little coin. What else is happening? Trying to think about comments towards the videos, and now it's weird. Like I go through them and I think, well, I'll respond to that one in the video. I'll respond to that one in the video, and then I start doing the video, and I'm like, I can't remember what I'm supposed to respond to. Really, man, my short-term memory is just getting really bad. Yeah. So, what else is happening? I picked up a couple of new mods today. I did go ahead and find a couple of different manure storage pieces that I can place. I thought about just going ahead and in the editor and plopping in a manure thing there, but I'm going to use the placeable because I think it's good to use things like that to see if there's frame rate drop, or because that's been the placeable heaps mod. A lot of people had issues with frame rates around it, and it lagged out their computer really bad. So I thought, you know what, instead of putting it in with the Giants editor, I'm gonna use the placeable, because the placeable will give me the opportunity to try out some mods and tell you guys whether they work or whether they're crap. So anyway, so yeah, so that's why we're going to use the placeable instead of using a mod, or instead of going into the editor and just putting it in. Because while I was in the editor, I thought, well, I could just copy this over and move it, and yeah, I decided against that. Alright, so by the way, somebody the other day was asking where the wood chip storage was on this map. There is one in the lumberyard, and then if you look, there is a wooded section of the map. If you look where field 13 is and the BGA and everything is up there, and you see there's a gas pump to the right of field 13. That is the farm for the pigs. But there is another gas pump just to the south and west of field 13, directly above the slaughterhouse. That pump is way out in the woods. There is an actual wood chip storage area right there. I happened to find it when I was in the map editor, and that is defined for wood chips as well. And it's actually a big concrete bin like you would use for manure on most maps. So I thought I'd point that out. If you hadn't found that, there's wood chips there. I think that was during the live stream. Somebody was asking me where the wood chip storage was because they hadn't been able to find it. But that's where it be. Why it's hidden out in the woods like that? I guess it's, you only need it if you're doing forestry. Maybe that's where he meant for you to do forestry at, So, but I thought I'd point that out to you. We're good on gas, so we can head on out. Before we get too far, let's do this, because I know that our lettuce has got to be done by now. So let's jump over here real quick, fire this guy up, get the lettuce off of here, and then that way we can go ahead and get this thing started back up. Yeah, see, it stopped. All right. So what I'm going to do now on the lettuce, instead of picking it up and putting it in the greenhouse, since I'm going to take that greenhouse out, I'm just going to set these over to the side for right now. And that way I will have those out of the way, but not in a warehouse that I won't be able to get them out of or something if I decide just to delete the warehouse. I don't have to worry about hauling just a few things of lettuce off, you know, when I'm not ready to get rid of them yet. So that's my theory behind that anyways. Let's see if I can see where my head is sitting. Man, I miss having my mouse, or I miss having that on my joystick. Oops. Too much tilt forward. That should be, no, still not right. Alright, to give you a little bit more. Seriously, come on. I can't go any lower with the boom. That's level. Or is it? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Alright, I'm gonna grossly aggravate the tip on this. Seriously, come on. Slide off of it. I'm just not having a good day today, am I? Oh, good Lord. This is not my day. Not to do forklift work. Alright, that is absolutely level right there. But yet, it's going to back up with me. Seriously? Oh, good God. There. It's off out in the middle of nowhere. Alright, see, this is completely level right there. Go into it, and I'm just going to push it straight up on here. Well, that's not going to happen. Pull straight up. Too much trouble. Just too much trouble. Alright, so push that down. That is completely level. You gotta be kidding me. That's too low right there. Right. Well, it actually tried to come off. So if I tilt those down just a little bit and drive forward, I should be able to push that up against the wall, which is where I want it. Alright, so I'll just leave this right here. Forks down, level, so there's no pressure on them. And that's that. Wow, way too much work to get one thing of lettuce off of a pallet. Yeah. Not enjoying doing pallets with this game. It's not really making me happy. I like doing the bucket and the shovel work with the joystick and the steering wheel, but the pallet work, it is not tickling me. All right. So making a little money selling this slurry off, and take advantage of the high demand that we have, and then we can use that money elsewhere down the road. Like I said, there's no way for me to know exactly what I'm getting on this high demand either, because if I come in here, even on this menu, which is a lot more detailed information for me, you'll see that I get lettuce, oats, paprika, compost. No liquid manure listed on here. So there's no way for me to know how much money I'm actually generating on this sale. Even if I look on here at the prices on here, it doesn't show you what you're getting. So I got no idea what I'm actually generating income-wise, other than just to watch the numbers come through. And you know, if we made 20,000 on the last run, so come on, gate, open up. Come on. Come on. Come, trigger, trigger. Come on, gate. There we go. Alright, back this into here. And I'm really happy where I've got my gear shift lever now. It really works for me. It's just off. It's a lot lower than I had it, number one, so it's more of a natural feel to let me, you know, it's more like down around where your gear shift lever would be in a car or something like that. So it's it feels a little bit more natural for me. The buttons on it are a lot easier to get to as well, so I like that adjustment that I made last night. Now if I just get my mouse and keyboard situated in a place where I really like those, I think I'll be in a situation to take the rough out that I've made and actually make the final version of this. So it's only taken me 3 versions to get it to where I like it. I'm pretty happy with it. It's coming along. Once I get it, like I said, once I get it all figured out and everything, the way I like it, then I'll shoot some pictures of it, post them up, what I got going on. What is the slurry coming out the other side now? No? It's just not animating at all this time. Alright. Alright, so rolling out a little bit more money. I know this is sort of a boring video, right? It's just one of those things, though. We did learn something, though. I did point out to you that you can't use the vanilla slurry tanker. So you get to learn that because I've learned it the hard way. Alright, out of here we go. So anyways, as far, like I said, as far as the live stream goes, I'll get this video up this afternoon, and but as far as the live stream goes, it just depends. I've got a friend in the hospital, and I may go see them later on this evening, depending on how well they're doing. And you know, that kind of takes priority over doing a live stream. So but they had a lot of tests and things going on today, and wanted somebody to come sit with them this evening, so I will probably go do that. Just depends on what goes on, though. I have to call a little bit later and find out how they're feeling, and if they still want visitors and all that other stuff. So you know, that's sort of where it's at. So if I go do that, I'll probably be up there most of the evening, so wouldn't be able to do the live stream. But I'll probably do one on Saturday night. Alrighty. So, I guess I will continue to do some runs here and make a little bit of cash. No need making y'all watch me run back and forth and back and back and back and back with tankers full of slurry. That's probably what I'm going to continue to do to take advantage of this sell-off and make some money on it. So, I will do that, and actually I can automate this, to be honest with you. Let's do that. Let's refill here. So let's load up. I think I can do that. I think I should be able to set it up. It's just a trigger system, so I should be able to record a route and have it do that, and I can just let that do its thing in the background and let it take care of itself. Why didn't I think about that earlier? See? Me, Mr. Courseplay guy, and I'm not even taking advantage of things that I can do. So let's set this up real quick, and this will be the end of the video. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So I'll get a full load here, and we'll start the recording. And, well, I don't even need a full load for what I'm going to do. So we'll go ahead and stop that. We'll start our course recording. And we will get out of here. And we'll run over a cow just for 100 points. Ba-ding! I've joked about that a million times, I know. I've thought about doing it in a video before. Just take a truck and drive around and run over the pedestrians. Every time, having like a plus 100 show up on there with a little sound effect from Mario Brothers, like when you hit the coin. Da-ding! 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 Hit like 4 of them in a row and get a like multi-kill. Da-ding! I think that would be funny. Because, you know, just as soon as I did that, and I was like, okay, well, here, we're going to use the pedestrian kill mod, and I run through and I did that and had it all show up, and, you know, didn't say anything about it. You know, I'd be getting comments from people like, where did you get that mod? I gotta have that mod. Oh, sorry, it's in development. I can't really give it out. It's in pre-alpha right now, but when it comes out, yeah, I'll get it to you. Everybody would want the pedestrian kill mod. Though I guess if you ran over a cow, you'd lose points. Yeah, run over a cow or sheep or something that you were actually raising, you'd lose points for that. Somebody's trying to steal corn out of your field, you run out of them, that's a 500 point bonus. Cha-ching! Oh, the silly things that run through my head all the time. Alright, so this could be a problem right here, is this gate. All of this could be a problem, actually. But we'll try to swing around here, get a nice tight turn on this thing. See if I hit the trigger point. Do I hit it? Do I hit it? Ooh, I did hit the trigger point. Swing back around. Come on. I could offload while I'm here. Oh, no, I can't. Come on, get out the gate. There we go. Come on out. We'll see if this works. It could be finicky. Alright, make my turn here. Sorry, I had to mute the phone. Oh, rear end got a little squirrely on that trailer. Alright, run this again like so. And we'll see if we can get this all the way back to the farm and run it and see if it works. If it does, then I'll save it and we'll just recall it and let it run and run and run in the background while I do a couple other things and clear out all the slurry. Because 400,000 liters of slurry will take quite a little time to do it. 30,000 liters a load. Yeah, so we'll give it a shot. We'll see if it works. If it does, Yahtzee! Right? Whoa, that got a little squirrely there for sure. About had a jackknife. Alright. So we'll bring it right here. Pull it on up. And we'll stop our course here. Alright, so we're going to be in transport mode, which means it'll fill up at the beginning. And we're doing slurry. There we go. And we'll just tell it to drive the course and see what it does. So it should pull up here and finish filling up. Was it not far enough up? Come on. Well, that stinks. We'll see if it runs. Maybe I didn't record it close enough. I'm more concerned that it triggers over there at the other one. Okay, now we're going to drive around in circles for a little bit. Yay! Alright, let's get over here and do this right. It acts like it's filling up there for a second, but it just doesn't do anything after that. So tell it to drive now. We'll have it do its thing, make a turn. Alright, so it's going to run its course. Check my speeds here so it doesn't get crazy. And we'll see how this works. I'm just curious, you know, and we'll see if it triggers. It'll either do it or it won't. I either got it right or it didn't. The gate there at the slurry pit is what concerns me. That when I get there that I'll run into it or something. If it works, I'll re-record the course, pulling a little bit closer, further up on that slurry pipe to get a little more injection. And we'll just see what happens. Take advantage of our demand here. So still got to get the oranges out of the trees on this day cycle, and there's a little bit of grass mowing that could be done. I'm not really concerned about grass right now as much as I'm ready to get off this day cycle and move on to go ahead and get the rest of that farm over by the beef done. But at the same time, we in the next video, whether it's in a live stream or a video, we'll be on the next day cycle doing starting our chaff harvest. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be a good live stream because that's like 2 hours of, you know, doing chaff, harvesting and letting it get hauled off and everything else like that. It just stopped at the railroad tracks. That it's in traffic. Seriously? Like, what, is the train supposed to be coming by? See, this is the little things you just don't know about on maps like this. So yeah, Courseplay won't go across the railroad track, apparently. So if I look at the railroad track, oh, well, there's a ton of collision boxes there, so... Oh well, that won't work then. We will have to do this manually because we're stuck in traffic, apparently. I restart it and it goes. Crazy, right? You just never know with stuff like this. Well, it was a good idea, but obviously it's not going to happen. It'll unload. I hit the trigger. And it will get through the gate. It just would go over the railroad tracks, which was not the thing that I thought would be a problem. Especially since the train doesn't exist except up in the sky over by the shop. So, who knew, right? Oh well. Alright guys, this can do it for today's video. It's not the greatest thing. I will leave you with video of me originally trying to use the generic loader in, and as you can see, it didn't turn out real good. Yeah, that's where I got frustrated and put it into the drink. So anyways, thanks for watching guys. Hope you have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching as always. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. I try to do a new video each day. And for the rest of you guys, thanks so much for your support. I appreciate it. And like I said, if things go well and I can live stream tonight, if I don't go to the hospital, I will I'll be on and I'll do a live stream of some farm sim stuff. But you know, more than likely I won't be on tonight. More than likely I'll be doing a little spending time with some friends, you know, and supporting them. So hope you guys understand that one. I'll see you when I see you next time. And as always, thanks for watching and being a part of it. Until then, stay safe. Have a good day. Bye bye.